Hello, I'm Teresia Torres, and I'm shooting this video specifically for you because nothing can come into your awareness without you first attracting it and then allowing it in. So sit back and enjoy this creation of yours while I enjoy being a cooperative component to that which you're creating in this very moment. This video, the topic of it today is going to be happiness. It is my all-time favorite topic. And I have always been known as the go-to person in my life ever since childhood with my friends and family and divinely guided strangers to be the go-to person for happiness. People always come to me when they need to be inspired or they are already having this enormous momentum of inspiration and they want to share it with me, or they're feeling really down and they really want a compassionate listener. I love being all of those things because I adore watching somebody shift right before my eyes and just seeing that light go on. That happens to everybody. Sometimes you just look at something from a new perspective and all of a sudden it doesn't bother you anymore because, you know, people seem to think that things make them happy or unhappy, and that is never the case. It is always the way that you are looking at things that determine whether it is going to upset you or not. And the truth of the matter is, happiness is a choice. It is a very freeing concept, so I encourage you to embrace it in your definition of happiness. Happiness is 100% a choice. You choose to experience it and have it, or not to, by the thoughts that you think and the people that you choose to keep in your life, and a lot of different things. But it is just a decision. Just decide every single day and every moment that you can possibly be aware, nothing is more important than that I am happy right now. And in that happy energy, your life will magically change right before your eyes. That I promise you. If you can consistently stick to that priority. I have done it for many years, and there are years that I've been off, and I have watched for myself. And there's nothing like your own experience that is going to teach you better than, than the truth of this understanding. So I encourage you to sit down and write out what is happiness, what is joy, what is enjoyment of life, what are these things specifically to me, what do I define them as, because I can sit here and tell you what my definitions are, but it does not mean, and I would never want it to be what your definition is for joy. Yes, the two are going to overlap in a lot of general ways. Happiness, of course, is a state of being, a feeling, an emotion, a sensation, a state of mind, a good thing, most people would say, and but then there are very, very specific things that you need to detail for yourself so that you can actively pursue them in your thoughts and actions in life about what happiness is to you. Is it spending time with your family? Is it going out and achieving a goal? Is it all of these different things? Now, mind you, in your definition of happiness, no matter what happens externally, the real truth of joy is that it is within you. It resides within you in an unlimited, constant spring from the divine itself, constantly poured right into all of us. It is actually what we really are. We really are beings of love, and you can just access it by going within. And in fact, you really can't access it going outside of yourself. So all of the people in life who come to me and say, I'm just going to be happy when I get the promotion. I'm just going to be so much happier. My life is going to be so much better and so much more joyful when this person stops nagging me, or when that happens, or when this happens. None of that is ever true. It is always the way that you're looking at the situation. You can look at that exact situation in a new light and have happiness in that exact moment. Also, you can access joy when you understand it as something that you bring from within yourself outward into life, as opposed to something outside of yourself that you are ever pursuing. Yes, there are external things that can supplement your joy and will come to you and fuel the fire, so to speak, but it is not the original source. The original source is within you. You have access to it at all times, in all places, no matter what's going on, no matter how messed up things are. You can decide to be happy because you can literally just access a memory or a joyous occasion that you had in the past, close your eyes, and truly be in that moment until you can feel it. Think about it until you can feel it in your being, how happy you were in that time, and drag that emotion with you into the present moment, no matter where you are. So that is particularly a great exercise to do if you are in a low space. There are plenty of memories, be them even things that haven't even happened yet, things that you anticipate for the future. Dwell on them a little bit for the sake of conjuring up this joyous energy. It is the first thing that I do when I wake up in the moment. Is I sit down. One of my favorite ways for me to get happy is to meditate. So I'll sit, get quiet, and then I'll be all supercharged and ready to go, and this happy energy, and it's like everything everywhere is exciting and beautiful, and I love it, and that's just what meditation does for me. So I highly recommend that if you are somebody who is seeking joy. But it will change your life to prioritize it. It will expand into every single area, and the new concepts that you have for it should be completely unlimited and something that you can ever add on to. Periodically go back and add to your definition and see what is still serving me in my happiness and enjoyment in life, and what are the things that I could probably do without. I'll give you a big hint. All of it is within you. All of life is a reflection of your inner perceptions. So nothing that is happening outside of you isn't happening within you. All of it is happening here first. So get right within, and then watch as everything else outside of you will change. I appreciate you. I am grateful for all of the people who inspire me on a day-to-day basis. We are all students and teachers simultaneously at the same time. Everybody that comes to me for inspiration inspires me, and I appreciate you and couldn't wait to get this message out into the world and to all of my friends that I currently have and look forward to meeting and creating with in the future. And I also wanted to share with you that I have recently achieved one of my biggest goals, which was to work from home, create an income while being a full-time available parent. I have always been an entrepreneur. I have real estate and rental income, and that has been my passion for a long time. And I've tinkered into other things. My most previous work was in the New England Carpenters Union. I did an apprenticeship, and while it was a phenomenal goal that I accomplished, I quickly learned that I really want to be raising my kids. I really, really want to be working from home, and I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I love to wake up and say what I'm doing every day, and I find joy either way. Even when I was going to work at 4 a.m. and learning how to do metal framing in gigantic buildings in a dangerous space, I still decided to be happy no matter what, even though I knew really I wanted to be with my kids. I understood that the energy of happiness was going to be the path towards it opening up for me. So I just would go to work every day, make the best out of it, and then eventually in my happiness, other opportunities came along, and I pursued a number of them, and I am having success creating an income from home. If that is something that interests you, you could perhaps already be doing that in direct sales. My take on it is there are never too many ways to get paid. I have income coming in through our fiance's employment. We have income coming through rental, and I have two internet-based businesses. One can be done both online and offline that are bringing additional sources of income. So I am very, very, very grateful. I mention it for two reasons. One, to share with you that what I'm saying works. What I do is working for me, always has, worked for other mentors that have taught me about it. You proving it to yourself, like I said, is going to be your best evidence. But it does work, and I am always reaching out to anybody and looking to attract like minds and like hearts who really want to be home for whatever reason. Maybe you're not a mom, maybe you just don't want to punch the clock, or maybe you do. It doesn't matter. Whatever you choose in life, only you can say and only you can bring joy to it. So click any of the links that you see below, around, up, anywhere around this video. They will lead you to more information about working with me directly, or friend me on Facebook. I would love to learn and grow from you. Go out into the world and look for something to love.